Sweden, Denmark, Norway and Portugal. His visits enhanced the missionary efforts and rejuvenated these communities. In the Far East he toured Singapore, Fiji, Australia, Japan and Sri Lanka to meet members of the community and to make an appraisal of the opportunities for further progress. He took the message of peace to the people of Africa and toured Gambia, Sierra Leone, Liberia, the Ivory Coast, Ghana and Nigeria in 1988. This highly successful tour of 6 countries spanned over 5 weeks. During his tour, he met heads of state, ministers, parliamentarians and paramount chiefs. The members of the community were overjoyed to meet the Khalifa. He breathed new life into the community, and many came into the fold of Ahmadiyyat. He continued the missionary efforts to Mauritius and East Africa, where he toured Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. The South American countries of Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, Guatemala and Guyana were also blessed with his visits. Community members in these countries had the opportunity of meeting with his exalted personage and benefiting from his sublime discourses. The Ahmadiyya communities all around the world hold annual conventions to bring the community together. Hadhrat Khalifatul Masih IV regularly graced and addressed these conventions during his visits. Among the many countries he regularly toured, the USA and Canada were fortunate to have their annual conventions blessed with his faith-inspiring addresses. During his visits, he also inaugurated new mosques in both Canada and the USA. After Huzur's migration, he graced the annual conventions held in the United Kingdom, and due to the headquarters being moved to London, they became an international gathering. Among the other European communities, in particular, the annual conventions in Germany were frequently graced by his presence. In July 2000, Huzur visited Indonesia, the largest Muslim country in the world. During the visit, Huzur met the President of Indonesia. He also addressed the community's annual convention of Indonesia, which attracted a large crowd. All these tours by Huzur strengthened and uplifted the spirituality and created awakening among the Ahmadi masses. Through his efforts, the community grew year after year. More and more people joined the fold of Ahmadiyyat, and many new missions were established throughout the world.
आपकी शख्सियत के बहुत से पहलू थे और हर पहलू ही हसीन था. आपका इल्म फजल, आपके खुश मिजाजी, खुश अखलाकी, हमदर्दी, अल्फाज में तो उसको समेटा नहीं जा सकता.
बाकी मोहब्बत भी और ताल्लुक भी और दोस्ती भी गुरबा से भी थी, उमरा से भी थी, बच्चों से भी थी, बड़ों से भी थी, बूढ़ों से भी थी और जाहिलों से भी थी और उनसे अनपढ़ लोगों से भी और बहुत आलम फाजिल लोगों से भी. मुझे लगता है अब्बा को कभी भी किसी से मोहब्बत करने में कोशिश नहीं करनी पड़ी. ये फितरत थी और फितरत से और इसका इजहार भी बहुत खुल के किया करते थे, तो इसलिए वो लोगों को चेक भी ज्यादा करता है. उनका जो आपके दिल से उभर रही हो चीज जाहिर है ज्यादा चेक करती है.
खैर उनकी इसलिए वो ज्यादा प्यार करते थे कि नहीं ये दूर से आए हैं, उनकी तरबियत करना है, हाँ जी, उनको समझाना है, इसलिए बहुत प्यार करते थे. अगर मैं समझता हूँ वो मेरे साथ अच्छा प्यार करते हैं, हालांकि सदर मेरे साथ प्यार नहीं करते, पर सारे खैर मुल्क से प्यार करते हैं.
Zur loved children greatly. He would even stop for them, pick them up, cuddle them, give them sweets, make them feel as if they were Huzur's own children.
There was some spontaneity in him that sort of made you feel alive and cared for. And he was quite strong on what was right and what was proper, what was Islamic and what was not. And, you know, there was no duplicity in him.
और वे पहचान भी जाते थे, बहुत जल्दी पहचान लेते थे कि कोई झूठ बोल रहा है.
He was able to read the mind of a person like anything. It was surprising.
Well, he was just a complete man in himself. I think anyone who came into contact with him just thought that he had him for that period of time, as if he was just for, his whole being was just for this one individual. And I think that was his greatest characteristic. He was so complete, that so perfect in many respects. It was his knowledge, it was his sheer enthusiasm, but also that in his personal life he was so complete as well. We mentioned his fondness for sport, his fondness for writing, and again from cooking to photography to hiking to walking to cycling. He just embodied everything that perhaps a perfect man can be, and I think that's the best memory I have of him, and something that we all perhaps can strive to, into how we can balance our lives ultimately to achieve success, and also to balance both the spiritual side and the personal side of one's life.
He spent his life in the service of humanity. The very first scheme of his Khilafat was set up to provide housing for the needy. And on the 21st of February 2003, he launched Mariam Shadi Fund, which was devoted to providing financial help for the marriage of girls in the poorest areas. Just 2 months had passed after the initiation of the Mariam Shadi Fund. On the 19th of April 2003, Hadhrat Khalifatul Masih IV passed away at the age of 74. Thousands of people came to pay their last respects. His funeral prayer was led by Hadhrat Mirza Tahir Ahmad, the fifth successor to the promised Messiah. His sacred remains were reverently committed to the earth on the 23rd of April at Islamabad, Tilford. Hadhrat Khalifatul Masih IV's leadership was characterized by vibrancy and dynamism that became the hallmark of his 21-year tenure of office. He spread the message of God. He was a fountain of knowledge. He touched the hearts of people. He was loved by young and old. He was a man of dignity, a man of peace. He was a man of God.
वो जो बेपनाह उदास हो मगर हिज्र का न गिला करे मेरे दर्द की जो दवा करे कोई ऐसा शख्स हुआ करे वो जो बेपनाह उदास हो मगर हिज्र का न गिला करे मगर हिज्र का न गिला करे कोई ऐसा शख्स हुआ करे कोई ऐसा शख्स हुआ करे खिलाफत जुबली जलसा सलाना